incredible things. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the cavern. I hope everyone had a great week and have a magnificent weekend. I'm sure you've all heard about ghost hitchhikers or ghost passengers. However, I didn't know how widespread this urban legend is. So there's one in Spain. A driver picks up a young woman who's hitchhiking late at night on a dark highway. The girl warns the driver to be careful going around the next curve, as it's especially dangerous. The driver asks her how she knows this, to which she explains that she was killed on the curve. During her chilling response, the mysterious hitchhiker slowly vanishes into thin air. It's believed that this legend originated in Illinois and later ended up in Spain far before the internet, but no one really knows for sure. And of course, this legend is all across America. I've heard it in the towns I lived in and from friends I made across the country. They all had their own versions of this story. And I found that Japan even has their own version of the legend as well. In their version, a taxi driver out at night picks up a customer. They mention an address to a place the taxi driver has never heard of before, but the customer proceeds to tell them all the necessary details. The journey becomes long and grueling until the strange passenger takes them to a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. When the driver, confused, asks for directions, he gets no answer. Turning around to ask the passenger again, they discover the back seat is completely empty. Shocked, the driver turns their attention back to the road just in time to see that they are about to end up in a ravine. Now, there is a new ghost passenger legend starting in Japan, and it actually started recently after the tsunami that hit a few years ago. The story that I heard revolves around a taxi driver picking up a woman in a raincoat when it's sunny out. She gives him an address and he takes her there, only to find the area has been destroyed from the tsunami. When he looks back, there's no one in his back seat. A wet spot from her drenched coat is all that remains. And I've always wondered, where did these legends begin? Like, what started them? And part of me wonders if it's because before cell phones were a thing, people driving at night, it's spooky, it's scary, because what if something happens and you're stranded on the side of the road late at night in the middle of nowhere? Because I know where I live, I never lived in a city, I never grew up in a city, so there's a lot of back roads, a lot of trees, and some of the back roads, there's nothing really down them. There's houses, but some of them are far off the street, so there's nothing really for miles, and there's no lights down some of them. So it's very scary. And I'll admit, when I was a little kid and my parents and I were out at night, or I was with my grandparents out at night, I would always wonder if I would see a ghost on the side of the road. Because I heard all these stories growing up. So, have you heard a different version of this legend? I'm sure you have. Let me know in the comments below what that version is. It's interesting how this urban legend has crossed into other countries and spread like wildfire, with each having their own individual variations. Thank you so much for watching. Next month, which is next week, I'll be focusing on hauntings in the spirit world. Don't want to miss those. Click the bell icon to stay up to date on all future content. If you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, click the like button and join the Fang family by clicking the subscribe button. You know you want to. Take care, everyone, and have a fantabulous weekend. Bye, everyone.